Hello students, this is again Rinku Yadav and now we will discuss about the next part of your chapter the enemy, and now we will discuss about the stanza which we had studied earlier. First of all, we came to know about on your screen you are watching the last stanza, the clouds were rising from the ocean, and you have already listened or understood the meaning of that para. And now from the next, this is your next para, but at this moment. So today we are going to start now from this para, but at this moment the door opened and she looked out, a dark blue woolen houri over her kimono. Students, houri is a traditional dress and a loose outer garment worn over kimono. And kimono is a traditional Japanese garment, and but at this moment the door opened and she looked out, a dark woolen houri. She means Hannah, the wife of Dr. Shadao. She came to him affectionately and put her arms through his as he stood, smiled, and said nothing. He had met Hannah in America. Dr. Shadao had met Hannah in America, but he had waited to fall in love with her until he was sure that she was Japanese. His father would never have received her unless she had been pure in her race. He wondered often whom he would have married if he had not met Hannah, and by what luck he had found her in the most casual way, by chance, literally at an American professor's house. The professor and his wife had been kind people anxious to do something for their few foreign students, and the students, though bored, had accepted this kindness. Shadao had often told Hannah how nearly he had not gone to Professor Harley's house that night. The room was so small and the food was so bad. The professor's wife was so valuable, but he had gone, and there he had found Hannah, a new student, and had felt that he would love her if it were all at possible. Students, in this para, first of all, this para shows us the affectionate relationship between the husband Shadao and the wife Hannah. Actually, Hannah and Shadao both were the student in United States of America. This was the first meeting of the Shadao first met Hannah at US, and Shadao was so shy that he just wanted to have a love to Hannah. But first of all, he just wanted to sure that she is a pure race of Japanese. So before Shadao go to inside, the door opened and his wife looked out for him. She was wearing a dark woolen colored gown, and over her dress she lovingly crossed her arms with his smile at him, remained silent, and stood by him. They had met in America. Shadao knew that his father would not allow her if she is not pure race of America, if she has not pure race of Japanese. That's why Shadao knew that his father would only that his father would marry him to a Japanese girl only, and so he ensured this before falling in love with her. Shadao considered himself to be lucky to have accidentally met her at American professor's house. He wondered that he had not met her, he would not have got a wife all his life. Actually, Shadao knew it very clearly that Hannah is the one and only who is going to be made for him. He thought that the professor and wife were kind as they were keen to help foreign students. He was glad that they had accepted this kindness and went to their house because it was there that he had met Hannah. Shada would often tell Hannah that it was a more coincidence that he went to Professor's house that night, as room in his house were small and the food was not good, and Professor's wife was very voluble. This means a very talkative lady. And Shadao usually didn't like to go to that house, but accidentally when he went to Professor Harley's house as well as the professor's house, and he watched Hannah there. If he had not gone there that night, he would not have met Hannah. At that time, Hannah was a new student. Shadav had thought that it would love her if it would be possible for him. So now the next para. Now he felt her hand on his arms and was aware of the pleasure it gave him. Even though they had been married years enough to have the two children, for they had not married heedlessly in America. They had finished their work at school and had come home to Japan, and when his father had seen her, the marriage had been arranged in the old Japanese way. Although Shadao and Hannah had talked everything over beforehand, they were perfectly happy. She laid her cheek against his arm. So Shadav and Hannah loved each other, and actually, even after having two children, After many years of their marriage, they had not married in a haste in America. Rather, they returned in Japan and, with the permission of their parents, then got married in a traditional Japanese ceremony. That's why they are living a very happy life. They had discussed all the details before the wedding. They were happy with each other. Hannah rested her cheek against Shadow's arm with affection. It was this moment that both of them saw something black come out of the mist. It was a man, and he was flung up of the ocean. Flung, it seems, to his feet by a breaker. He staggered a few steps, in his body outlined against the mist, and his arms above his head. Then the curled mist hid him again. So now, the moment they were very enjoying with their each other, that they saw a figure appeared out of the mist. It was a human. It appeared black in color due to the mist in the air. The outline of a man's body was visible in the mist. He walked unsteadily with his arms above the head. It was an indication that he was a prisoner. The man walked a few steps and disappeared in the mist. Now, who is that? Hannah cried. She dropped Shadow's arm and they both leaned over the railing of the veranda. Now they saw him again, and the man was on his hands and knees crawling. Then they saw him fall on his face and lie there. So, actually, upon seeing the figure, Hannah reacted by asking that who was that? Actually, they both knew it very clearly that in front of their house, the beach is totally deserted. There was not even the fishermen are coming here. That's why they became so curious to know who is that. She took her arms out of the Shadow's arm, and both of them went toward the railing of the veranda to have a look at the man. They saw him again. He was crawling on his hands and knees, then fell on his face and kept on lying there, probably, and there he had fainted. A fisherman, perhaps, Shadau said, washed from his boat. He ran quickly down the steps, and behind him Hannah came, her white sleeve flying. A mile or two away on the other, there were fishing villages, but here was only the bare and lonely coast, dangerous with rocks, and surf beyond the beach was spiked with rocks. And somehow the man had managed to come through them and must be badly torn. So the area had a village full of fishermen. Shadao predicted that it was probably a fisherman who had been washed ashore, and he ran to help him. Hannah followed him. The loose leaves of the hauri, as well as her kimono, flew as she ran. The part of the coast was not inhabited, as it had dangerous rocks on it. As the rocks were pointed, the man could be badly injured through he had managed to come through them. Students, I hope you have enjoyed today's class, and the next day we will discuss about after this uh, what had happened to your story. बच्चों, हम समझ चुके होंगे कि किस तरह से शदाव और हैना अपनी ज़िंदगी की खुशी और जिस अच्छे माहौल में उन्होंने जीवन जिया उसके बारे में एक दूसरे के प्रति से मतलब डिस्कस कर रहे थे। और तभी घर के बाहर रेलिंग पर वरांडे में उन्हें कोहरे के बीच एक इंसानी फिगर समंदर में गोते खाता हुआ दिखाई दिया, और किस तरह से उन्होंने उसका पीछा किया। और जब वो नीचे गए वहाँ पर, तो उन्हें प्रिडिक्शन किया कि ज़रूर कोई ना कोई पास के गांव का मछुआरा होगा जो बहकर इधर चला आया होगा। और इसके बाद इन दोनों लोगों ने वहाँ पर जाकर किस तरीके से उसको देखा, आगे क्या होने वाला है स्टोरी में, इसको जानने के लिए देखते रहिए दिस चैनल। थैंक यू एंड हैव अ हैप्पी डे।